So this year, be the life of the party. Create fun family memories with the Mighty Carver.
Mark, would you like to come up and give it a try?
Sure, why not?
Whoa, what a man, what a man.
Man and his chainsaw.
There's a cutting accessory down there, too, if you want to get fun with it.
Oh!
Oh, my.
Nice.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Nice.
And now it's start with the breath.
This is actually really cool, really easy.
And you can use the leverage. The actual handle gives you leverage for when you're cutting.
Yeah, it really is. And when you screw up like I did, bam.
How'd you come up with this idea?
So we had Thanksgiving dinner, and usually growing up, my grandfather cut the turkey. He's no longer with us. Somebody has to carry on this great tradition. And I've tried to figure out, is it dad? Is it my husband? Is it my brother? So my guys love chainsaws and power tools. They're just power tool freaks. And that's when I thought, wow, if this was a power tool, they'd all be fighting over it.
So this was your idea?
Yes.
From start to finish.
Is there any way to have a child-proof lock or anything like that? Because that'd be my greatest fear. My 11-year-old would grab it and go Jason on everything.
Well, you got to remember, too, that they've been around for a long time, so you lock up your regular knives.
Well, no, I get that, right, but it doesn't look as enticing as this. You
No,
know?
you would want to put it up and put it in a safe place in the cabinets and everywhere else.
Where are you selling these primarily?
So we went to the International Houseware Show last March, and we picked up some big resellers right off the bat. Sharper Image, Grommet, Ace Hardware
In the stores, the physical retail.
We
the
just got our
stores.
purchase orders while we were here for that.
So guys, this is very easy to demonstrate visually, and you could sell direct to customer, full margin.
Yes.
Yes,
Why
that's what our
aren't you doing
plan
more of
is.
that?
That's what our plan is.
Our goal is to get, we got kind of skewed toward the resellers right now, like 90% of our business is with resellers. I need to get that back to buying direct to the consumer off of our website, because right now we're splitting the money with everybody, and I'd rather bring it back our way.
All right, break down the numbers for me.
So we've sold 8,500 units
And in how many months was that?
the past 12 months.
12 months.
What was the total sales figure?
163,000 last year. We've sold 41,000 year to date.
So what does it cost you to manufacture, and what do you sell it for?
All right, so it's $20 landed here in the US. We sell them for $69 to $89 retail.
What does a typical electric knife sell for?
Just a regular plain electric knife.
Yeah.
I mean, if a chef puts their name on it, it could be $169, but you can get the cheapest one at a box store for maybe 19, 20 bucks.
Do you have a patent or any type of coverage on it?
Yes, we have a design patent and a Chinese patent.
And it's pretty broad. Anybody that tries to make anything that looks like a chainsaw on an electric knife.
That's all you need, yeah, that's all you need.
So what's your initial take on that, Matt? Was something you would pull out, or is it too novelty goofy?
Yeah, it's fun, right? I mean, it's a holiday kind of gift, right? Party Trick comes out of the closet once a year. They do have a trademark registration for Mighty Carver in the for electric knives, Class 7 at the USPTO, and it is registered. So yeah, great, love it. So they ended up disclaiming the word carver because it's descriptive of what the product is. It's a electric carver, essentially, right? So at the end of the day, they're registered for Mighty Carver without the disclaimer, with the disclaimer to Carver, but also with the logo. So they look good from my perspective. I always say it, I'll say it again. I would really like to see a second application for the online retail store services that would prevent other people from doing anything similar to Mighty Carver from a retail perspective. So that would be the next application that I want to see from them. Troy?
Yep. Oh, wait, I got you on mute still. There we go.
Yeah, I thought I heard them mention that was covered by a patent application also?
Yes, I did. I found it.
Yeah.
It took me a little while to find it, but
Is it just a design patent?
Design patent?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, if it was a design, because I don't know what the utility, the new utility.
Yeah, I don't know what the utility it would be either.
Yeah, so it's a cover for an electric knife. So they kept it pretty broad. Chainsaw cover for an electric knife. And
that's smart.
That's the entirety of the claim there. The ornamental design for a chainsaw cover for an electric knife. And so maybe take a quick moment to try to walk us through what we're looking at in patent drawings, specifically for design drawing.
Sure. Yeah. So a design patent does just cover the appearance of something. So, what you're seeing there, the coverage that's provided by a design patent is defined by the drawings themselves. So you're not getting protection on the way that that knife works or what it does. You're only getting protection on the way that it looks. And so your protection is going to be a knife that looks pretty much exactly like that. For design patents, you don't have to change it too much to avoid infringement of it.
Right. And that's probably up for a little bit more interpretation. It's not as clear, perhaps. There's no words to kind of get muddied about.
Yeah.
Let's say, they take a handle off. Would that be, in your mind, enough to avoid infringement? Put you on the spot with that. So no handle on the top.
I can't really tell. So sometimes in a design patent, part of it will be in dashed lines, and those drawings aren't clear enough for me to see. So parts of the design that are in dashed lines are not part of the protection, but it doesn't look like that. The handle's in a dashed line. Yeah, I would say that if you took the handle off, that definitely puts you in the neighborhood of not infringing that patent.
Right. And so while a design patent is good, yeah, I think that, hey, I'll definitely support you there. I think it can be quite limited in terms of the scope of rights you get for a design patent. So I hope that they had initially sought a utility application. Maybe you correct me if I'm wrong, it's a pretty low bar for utility. If you could show entertainment or some, even a protection-based cover argument, is that stretching too far? Maybe they looked and saw there was enough prior art that it wasn't worth going for that on a utility side. Making hype.
Yeah, when they mentioned that they had patent protection for that, my first thought did go to, I wonder if that's a design patent, because it looked like it was working just like an electric knife you would see, and that it just kind of had a cover over it. For utility patents, if you're adding something just kind of ornamental, which it appears that to be the case on that, it can be a little difficult sometimes. That may be why they opted for a design patent.
Right. Yep. Well, quick little update here, the Shark Tank update. So they had a rerun on. They did get the investment. They did a press release where they closed the deal with Damon. Damon John's team worked closely with the Bernie's marketing team and lined up some vendor contracts. So they did get that done. Unfortunately, though, a month after airing, they placed a large manufacturing order and they lost their money. So Damon supported them through the time. In October 2023, they're in negotiations with Lowe's for retail distribution. So Damon John really stuck with them, and they're actually a pretty good success story. They've got their own website up, selling on their own website and on Amazon. So a success story. They're kind of dogged and pursued it. So they're selling the product.
Yeah, so it sounds like they sent some money overseas and never saw anything up from it.
Nothing. Yeah.